on? It's your boy, Big Lock Daddy. I'm here tonight for the 5,000 pack giveaway. I'm giving 5,000 pack to 5 of my YouTube subscribers. If you're watching this right now and you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that button, click it for me, and get yourself in the running for the pack. You know what I mean? I know you do. So, folks, tonight, here's the deal. We're going to be talking with Jared from the YouTube channel here that PAC has. He's been putting out a lot of those videos that you see. He's a good guy. I've been talking to him a little bit. It's time for the showdown. No, there's no showdown here, folks. I'll go into that at another time, but right now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and bring in, oh yeah, now the chat's getting big. Here we go. Very good. So right now we're going to bring in Jared. Jared, my man, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing?
I'm doing well, sir. It's great to hear your voice, man, once again for the second time in 10 minutes.
That's right.
Anyway.
Yeah, I never get tired of my voice. I think it's great.
Attaboy.
My mom did, though.
Well, you'll have that. You know what I mean? That's why we get the hell out and we get our own lives and we do what we do. But then we got to take care of them when they get old. It's a cycle.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
Folks, I'm talking to Jared from the YouTube channel here. We're talking about PAC coin. But first, what I would like to do is go ahead and give away some PAC coin right now to one of our lucky listeners that I'm going to choose from the chat room. I see you guys all coming up in the chats. Jared, say hi to everybody in the chats, man.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
There we go. Give it a shout out.
I had to shut down my Discord because it was beeping so much.
Ah.
Flying blind here.
Yeah, I know, right? We're trying to make it look professional here, folks. Guess what? Kitty shot right there. Buddy, you got to get out of here. Come on. Kitty cat. Yeah, kitty cat in the live stream. You know how it goes? They think they own the house, Jared. I'm telling you right now. The wife, my daughter, everybody's where they need to be, but the cats are up in my stuff. So forget about that. We're going to pick somebody out of the chats right now, Jared. Here we go. Let's go see who is our first winner. And folks, don't forget, you've got to have a valid new PAC address. I can't give it away without. Can't give it away without. Now we're looking for a subscriber. This isn't just if you need to be a subscriber in order to get these coins, guys. Telling you.
Let's see. Sounds worth it to me.
Yeah, right?
Throwing that out there.
Did you not get the wallet yet? We got to get the wallet. That's the key. Well, the new PAC wallet, Jared, while I'm looking for somebody, why don't you talk to these people a little bit about what I wanted to go into my first the first thing I wanted to do tonight. I'm going to kind of step out here while I find a winner. Could you tell me a little bit? Okay, folks, you know what's going on with ProHash? They're running like a friggin' bull through the China shop of all the coins right now. They're fucking shit up. But guess what? Here's the deal. Jared's going to break it down for you right now. Jared, what is going on with ProHash?
All right. So I won't trash talk ProHash because there always needs to be stuff like that in markets like this to make stuff change and grow. You know, coins would just sit there and be the same. We wouldn't have new algorithms if somebody wasn't coming in and slamming the old ones. So right now, ProHash has been hitting us for 2 or 3 weeks. They've been dumping around 2.4 million coins on the market every 3 days. So if people are, you know, we have people come into Discord and they ask us why the price has been dropping. Well, you know, it's like 35 or 40 million coins have been dropped on them, dropped on the markets at this point by them just over the last 2.5 weeks.
Right.
So it's, you know, it tends to be a little bit depressing to prices when you have something like that happen. They have a huge setup. They have just a massive amount of mining power available to them at all times. And they have a really interesting setup. Normally when you move a mining rig between pools, it kind of slows down and then it spools back up when you hook it to another pool. But they got some stuff set up, which it's really cool, but not so great for us, that it can move from one pool to the next without slowing down at all. So they pop into our pool, and it's 200, 300 terahashes. I mean, it'll be 4 times as much as what's in the pool.
Right.
Powers everything. It ramps the difficulty up in the pool to just insane levels, and then boom, they switch to the next one. And our community is a lot of what mines, and they wind up being stuck with trying to get through one block over a 2-hour period.
Right.
It's not profitable, so it chases off a lot of the miners.
Well, hence the bull through the China shop. Exactly. That was my point there.
Exactly.
I mean, they're just running willy-nilly wild. Now, is there a solution, my friend? Is there a solution to this? What's the solution?
All right, so when a dev makes a project, it's like their baby. They nobody wants to admit there's anything wrong with their baby. Right. We lucked out with some that are willing to take a look at stuff and adjust stuff as it needs to be as we go along, and especially based on community concerns. So right now we have 2 different algorithms with different changes. One of them is X11. There's already changes in place. It's on a test net.
Okay.
They're hammering away at it with, basically trying to break it is what a test net is. The other one we have is C11. That's running on a separate test net. That's also got a different setup as far as reallocation of rewards.
Right.
So both of them are reallocation of rewards. One of them, it's the same one we got. ASIC miners can be used on it, like ProHash and stuff. It drops the mining rewards to make it a little less attractive. The other one is an ASIC resistant.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with being ASIC resistant is you're not ASIC proof. It is coming.
Right.
It just hasn't gotten there yet. We have both ready to go right now. We have really talented people working in this program. I can't stress how impressed I am all the time by the stuff people pull off. So there's not a lot of coins out there that can say, oh, hey guys, we were thinking of doing these 2 things. Which one do you want? Because both of them are ready and rolling right now.
Right.
That's pretty amazing. Right now we're voting on it in the Discord channel. If you guys
that seems to be the big thing with today, is that was just really running wild earlier in the day. I mean, there's a vote up right now. If you go on Discord, the link's going to appear in the doodly-doo down here pretty soon. If not, you can find it pretty much anywhere and get there. Accept the invite, and you'll see that there's a C11 versus X11, the vote. And it's being debated there in the general chats. It's being debated all over the Discord channel. So definitely get there and check that out. So what do you think? What do you think it's going to be, Jared? What is the call here? What are you going to go with? Is it going to be C11? Is it going to be X11? What do you think the community is going to decide?
I'm a hardcore geek.
Yeah.
I like algorithms.
Yes.
There's a few of us in the rooms that do. It's hard to describe this to people, but C11 looks prettier to me, like mathy wise. Most people don't look at the math and see that, but to me,
the GPU, C11, the CPU, you know what I mean? The GPU and the
C11 can be GPU and CPU mined. I think there's some advantages to it, as far as some of the community members that don't have access to buying Bitcoin to mine with, or buying their own D3 ASIC miners to mine with. I think that does hold it back a bit. At the same time, I think that there will be an eventual switch at some point, whether it's to C11 or not, I don't know, to get away from ASIC, because even if we drop the rewards, as our price goes up, as we start announcing and completing some of these big projects, we start looking attractive again. So right now, even if we drop the mining rewards from 62, or it's 48.30 per block for miners, 4,830 coins apiece. Even if we drop that under 1,000, by the time we hit 10 cents, it's more profitable than Dash again.
Right.
Because the problem we have right now is, even at under a penny, we're more profitable to mine than Dash, which is, things are 300-400 right now, and that's after losing more than half.
Okay.
They were $600 or $700 before the crash there in January. So, being more profitable than them to mine at a penny or less is just, it's pretty mind blowing. And
yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, as we get up in price, that'll come back into play again.
Mm-hmm.
The cool part is, it really is a community driven coin. It's not kind of a joke like a lot of others are.
Right.
If people say, "Hey, we're getting hammered again. This is like round 2, and this is only because we're and the price is going up," we can adjust that then too.
Exactly.
So I think at some point it'll change, but it doesn't have to be right now. We have solutions right now, and if C11 is best in another 2-3 months, then we can do that. It's already there.
So when's the vote? When are we going to be able to vote on this? And now, am I right in this? Drew is the CEO. Did I hear that right?
Drew is the CEO of PACnode.
PACnode. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like,
see, we with our Masternode systems, we have different third-party hosts.
Right.
Hosting services that do it.
Right.
The ones that you'll run into in our Discord, there's 4 different ones, and they function in a little bit different ways. And while they are third party, I wanted to point out that they've all been vetted.
Okay. By
our big guy in Discord there, Jeffrey. He's pretty thorough. I mean, it's all their personal information.
Yes, yeah, no doubt.
I mean, it's down to addresses. He's got copy of driver's licenses and stuff. They're really, really vetted.
And that's Jeffrey's good in this day and age. You've got to be, man. You got to be. You don't know who you're dealing with, dude.
Even at a valuation of 10 cents per coin, as of right now, PAC would be $400 million, I think.
I know. What was
That's at 10 cents?
What was the top valuation in January when it went up? It was something stupid like 700 million or no.
Yeah, it was crazy. That
it went from like a valuation of 7 million to 700 million in a month and a half. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely
it was crazy. For the people that are actually part of the community, it was
what did y'all think when that was happening? I mean, was it like, holy shit, it just went like, what happened? Like,
a lot of us are kind of sitting there with our head in our hands. The coin wasn't supposed to be marketed until the middle of February. It was supposed to be getting into the redemption already.
Okay.
There were supposed to be other things in place. There's supposed to be a lot of stuff done before it was even like kind of announced and put out there. But a couple of people on YouTube decided to make some quick money, and they ran it into the ground, and oh yeah, the numbers look pretty, but the people actually on the project are sitting there with their head in their hands, because I mean it ruined so much. It put so much more effort in place. So much more money was spent out of people's pockets to try to keep things moving faster than they were supposed to, because of the fact that now so many people own the coins and we're expecting action on them that wasn't supposed to happen for another month or month and a half, and we don't want to let them down.
It's tough, man. It's tough all over. But you know what? Here's what I've found in my digging, that PAC is starting to make a comeback. It's weird, and it's not like it really went anywhere, but it did take a beating right in the teeth. And I mean, anybody can understand that. But
yeah,
you guys are
the new coin up. It's only been around for 2 months now.
Yeah.
We've been trading for less than that.
I thought it would have died in that 2 months. Like after what happened in January, I thought if it's gonna die, and I mean die, not just go away for a little while, but die. Now is gonna be the time. There were so many pissed off people. But
January, it lasted about 5 years
yeah,
for all of us. Yeah.
yeah, that was a long
The
ass.
longest month ever.
No doubt, but look what's going on now, right? Okay, we got the Android wallet dropping. We've got the iOS wallet out. It's the Electrum wallet's out. You've got your Mac, Linux, Mac, Linux, and Windows. It's still going. Like anybody who said any stupid thing about this coin, and I'm going to stop saying the S word when it comes to this coin because it's not one of those. It's not that. This coin has a lot of good people behind it, and that's all it needs. And as long as you guys keep working your asses off, whether you're part of the development team, whether you're part of just the community who wants to help, like me, like Jared, like other people out there, you know, people who aren't pulling a paycheck from PAC or pulling a paycheck from anywhere on this, you know, get in, help out, let's go. You know, one of these things too is with PAC and the mining. If the coin goes to C11, right, Jared? If the coin starts there, well, hold on one sec. I got to give more PAC away. I'm talking about it. I got to give some away. I'm thinking break crypto. Break. Do you know break crypto? Okay, good. That's good because you know what? We got to take care of some of the people that have been around for a while. You know what I mean? Like they definitely got it. I just saw that name pop up here, and I know I've seen it before. Guys, I know I'm getting fuzzy on YouTube. It's not me. It's the network. Everything looks good to me. I apologize. It is what it is. So, Break Crypto, you were number 2 on the night for 5,000 PAC.
I love it when you pause so I can drink.
Go for it, man. You gotta hit the bathroom, man. Give me a code. Give me like PAC is back. Just say that, and I'll be like, hey, folks, let me take over for a minute. Jared's got to run. So, guys, if you're listening out there right now and I selected you, Manbox Style and Break Crypto, you guys are walking away with some free PAC. Get me the addresses, and I'll get that PAC to you right now as soon as I can. I'd like to do it live on air, personally. That's my hope, is to get this stuff out of my hands because I want to give it to you guys. You guys deserve it, man. You're the ones that have been here. And you're here with me now. I'm seeing these names right here, Jared. And the funny thing is we get a lot of people from Discord, which is good. Love the Discord people. Everybody over there has been absolutely wonderful with information. I can't say enough about you guys. I've never been a part of Discord before. I'm new to it, and I love it, man. And I find myself checking it tons of times a day just to see what you guys are doing because there's a lot of good shit on there. Like, okay, let's talk about this real quick. Reallocating the mining rewards. I saw this chat going on today inside the chat room. Reallocating the mining rewards versus block value. Jared, what do you think?
Oh, honestly, I have no idea. What I don't really have a preference. I trust the people that are developing that part. As it's gone on, I think everybody's learned more about how this project is moving. I don't think anybody expected it to do this right off the bat. You know, this is not what normal coins that start out with, you know, volunteers and this scope wind up doing. You know, we wound up on international media. That's not normal. So I trust the people here to make decisions because we're having to figure it out as we go in a lot of areas, and this is one of the ones that people are really figuring out. I know that they're dropping the actual mining rewards. There's a couple things I'm not sure about. It is if the Masternode payouts will rise. They won't fall.
Right.
I'm not sure if they'll rise, and I'm not sure if the complete block value will change. There's been talks of putting some more of it into the ops fund, which is what funds our projects moving forward in the future.
Okay.
I got a couple of those. They're going to be really cool. I know that the block rewards for the miners are dropping. That's the only thing I can really verify at this time. So there's that.
I hear you. I hear you. They're dropping. That's not good. Is it?
It is. That takes us out of the crosshairs of guys like ProHash. There's
well,
multiple.
Then that's very good.
Yeah, exactly. This is the first part of the fix. We might have to adjust it later, but this is the first part of the fix.
Right.
Taking it down from an 830 PAC per block to 900.
Okay.
That makes us fly under their radar for a little longer. As we move up, they're going to start looking at us again, and we may need to re-examine it. But for now, we're just trying to get off their radar so that they stop, stomping our heads into the ground.
Right. Well, okay, so we're trying to get off their radar, right? Mm-hmm. And we're trying to do our own thing. That brings me to Masternodes. Versus proof of stake. All right. So let's get some Masternode info first. Why don't we start there, if that sounds good to you? Why don't you give me what you have so far that just how many servers, what's going on?
All right. So most coins have nodes. A lot of them are servers that the actual coin team pays for, etc. It's not what I would call incredibly stable. If you've heard of the Neo, there's only 7 nodes in Neo.
Wow.
And one of them got off kilter one day. Their entire network just stopped. That was it.
Wow.
It was hours.
How many nodes do you say Masternodes does PAC have?
So we are well past 2,600. We're pulling up on 2,700, and each one of these things is hosted with its own IP. It's a static IP, so it doesn't change. That's one of the requirements.
Okay.
A lot of them are on VPS servers or dedicated servers. They have their own processors, their own RAM, their own, SSDs. Fast. So,
right.
If you look at it this way, if you wanted to have a central server, in order for it to compete with our decentralized Masternode network, you'd need somewhere between 2,600 and 3,000 processors. You'd need well into the thousands of gigs of RAM.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to calculate the hard drive space you'd need, and with all the setups we use, pretty much everything's running on high speed SSDs. I know the VPS nodes people have set up, they have the SSDs in a RAID pattern. It's ridiculously fast, and stability versus a centralized server. We could have an entire continent go offline, and people wouldn't notice a difference in the speed on our node network. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. When the decentralized currency and processing stuff was originally envisioned, this is what they had in mind. It's no one person owns all the nodes. Nobody has control of that. You have all these people in different countries have their own, and they're paying real money to host them. It's not like something they put up for free. So, when you host a node, you're paying, real fiat, not just coins to keep that going. And the Masternodes, 500,000 PAC, it's essentially a savings account. In order for your node to keep functioning and keep giving out the rewards for locking away the coins and for paying for it to work, you get the rewards. And if the 500,000 PAC is removed, the rewards stop, the node goes dead. So essentially, the bigger our Masternode system grows, the more stable our network is, the more
Right.
bulletproof our network is, and the more coins we take out of circulation. So, right now I got
That's key.
2,600 nodes. Yeah, that's what's that? Drop that by half. It's 13, so 1.3
Yep.
billion coins.
Yep.
Out of less than 4 billion coins, we got 1.3.
What's the total supply once they're all mined again? Why am I drawing a blank on that?
Well, once they're all mined with the current setup,
Right.
it's 100 billion, which, by the math, should happen in the year 2043, I think.
Okay.
It's a long ways off. Since we're reallocating the mining rewards and such, that total supply may drop depending on if we do wind up altering the full payout.
Nice.
So that's one of those things I'm still a little bit vague on.
Okay.
With the level of devs that we have, they can change stuff back and forth on the test net to find the A for what we need.
Okay.
That's basically what's happening right now while the test nets are kind of hammering at them to see if they can break them, and they're also checking out the various relocation or reallocation strategies.
Nice. Very good. Well, while we take a moment here to take a break, I'm going to give away some more PAC. Gotta give away some more PAC, man. I got 5,000 more coins going, baby. 5,000 more. So, Mr. Jeffrey Rucker? Jeffrey Rucker. You are the winner of 5,000 PAC coins. Number 3. There we go. So, guys, you know what I thought of, too, is you can send your PAC coin addresses to my email, if you like, biglockdaddy2016@gmail.com. Guys, don't forget to subscribe here at YouTube. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, all that jazz. Plus, you can donate. I have a Litecoin and a PAC donation thing and a thing below and a doodly-doo, whatever the heck you want to call that thing down below. Go ahead and pull that up and see what yummy goodness is over there. So, that's a lot to say. Do you have anything else on Masternodes? You good with Masternodes for tonight, or you wanna keep on going, Jared?
I got a couple things on that. Just because of the stability.
Geek out, brother. Geek out. Go for it.
Yeah, the overall way it works, you can build stuff on the Masternode system. It's a platform. If you look at a lot of the biggest projects coming out right now, they are either getting built with Masternodes or they're switching to Masternodes. And we're talking about stuff that has $150 million ICO. Is mimicking what we already have. So
that sounds like a couple coins on Binance to me.
Yeah, there's a couple of them right now, and it's great because we've been up for a little over 2 months with the nodes, getting everything stable right off the bat, and then going from there. And there's this huge project on Binance. I won't name them, but they've announced that they'll be moving to Masternodes in Q3.
Really?
To help them develop. And I thought that was that makes me feel pretty good.
All right.
So
right.
You can you can build services, real world use cases. There's exchanges that are built completely on platforms like that.
Right.
I think Crypto Bridge is one of the experimental ones trying that out.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And you know what else is interesting, Jared? We have another winner right now, 5,000 PAC coin. That's Jason Valla. V-A-L-A. Jason Valla.
He's the singer.
Oh, really?
Good guy. Yeah, he's the one that did the song. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I haven't yet. I am been so.
Yeah, get somebody to link it for you in Discord. They all have it.
Guys, hit me up with the Discord. Oh my goodness, it's been a long day, Jared. I'm gonna keep going though, because I don't care. I plug on through, and it's all about getting the info out there. Because brother, I gotta tell you, you give me some great info.
Oh, thanks.
Now you were talking about the stability of masternodes, and were you talking about the Sentinel there for a minute when you were talking about building programs on top of programs?
Yeah. So Sentinel is kind of an overlay for the Masternode network,
Okay.
so that you can build things on the network that are driven by our proof of work without having to fork the blockchain every time you change something.
Okay.
You know, let's say you're building a hybrid exchange to where the cold wallets are all on the blockchain, and the rest of it is just a normal interface of the internet. So it looks normal, but the security levels are insane when it comes to the cold wallets.
Right.
Normally, to put that on the blockchain, every little tweak you make to it, you're going to have to do some major, a hard fork, or they call them a spork. It gets real complicated. When you get the Sentinel program set up, you get to put it on that, and you get the stability, you get all the benefits of the blockchain without having to completely alter the blockchain every time you do it. So building real world use cases, Sentinel, that's what it's for.
Okay.
So that's something that like Dash and those coins are trying to put into place right now. And
Right.
we will most likely have that fully in place sometime pretty soon, so that we can really start developing on it. I know we're already running that on at least one of the test nets we have up right now, one of the two Sentinel, and the other one, by the time we're done with this interview, probably will be too.
Hey, let's hope, man. Let's hope, brother.
Yeah.
Well,
Our devs are quick.
yeah, right. That's good. Well, I was gonna say, that's a nice thing. Well, here's the other thing. Well, okay. So with masternodes, that being said about the masternodes, we got a couple of good things going on over there. Is there, I think, anything else you want to put out there tonight? Is there any other information that?
Yeah, I got a couple things.
All right, you know what? The floor is yours, sir. Please have at it. I'm gonna go ahead and choose another. I'll be here to talk with you. I'm still here. I'm just looking at my attention elsewhere for our last winner. So go ahead and put your stuff out there, brother. Do what you do.
So I confirmed it before I stepped out of Discord to do the interview. We are paying to finish up the listing on coinexchange.io. It's happening tonight. Of course, this is a lot of time zone differences, so I think where they're at, it's tomorrow. But yeah, we're getting that one paid for today. That one's confirmed.
Nice.
Coinexchange.io. It looks like a smaller exchange when you look at the list of the top 100.
I'm on it. I'm on CoinExchange.io.
Yeah, I've used it earlier this year, and it actually, the way that it's set up, they built, from what I can see, they built a lot more capacity than they needed. So we may not break this one.
Right.
Kind of hoping we don't break this one. We kind of have a history of that.
It happens.
So yeah, it'd be nice to bring them a lot more volume, move them further up the list, and kind of help them help us. How about that?
There you go. There you go.
Yep.
I like that.
The hard fork, whichever way we go,
yes.
Whichever algorithm we go, one of the things getting implemented fully and getting fixed is called governance. It's a voting system through the masternodes that lets people put in proposals, and you get to vote through vote through the blockchain. It's like the debug console in the masternode setup. So I already have 2 proposals to put in.
Okay, they are.
I'm pretty sure people are probably going to be excited about them. One of them is I want to start work on the exchange that we had planned sooner than Q4.
Okay.
I think we have the talent in the community to bump that up. For instance, I was talking to our Russian moderator. I talked to him a lot. I hope I'm saying your name right. It's Bore.
I think it's Bore. Yeah.
Bore. Yeah, I mentioned that to you before.
Well, I
he
looked
said,
it up, and I'm usually good with names, and that's what it looks like to me as well. So
yeah,
run with it, dude.
exactly. So yeah, he told me that there were 3 or 4 different PAC telegrams that Russians were running, um, and he said one of them was claiming to be official and things like that. And I told him he should start up a real official one. So he said, great. And he did. And he asked me to come in, and he made me a mod. And of course, I have no idea what anyone's saying, but there was over 1,800 members in about 5 days.
Wow.
It's huge. Our Russian community is huge. And for
We
at
like
least one of
this
the
PAC
projects.
coin, you say. This thing called
Yeah.
PAC coin.
Well, I don't know. But
Who knows, right?
yeah, I'd like to utilize them for a project like this exchange. I mean, I've been browsing through a lot of the newer cryptocurrency projects coming out, and there's a lot of Russian and Eastern European developers, and I mean their community is already, massive. And if this proposal goes through, I'm going to be asking if some of them want to help, start development on that. I'd like. I think we can start laying the foundations for it as soon as it goes through the voting process with governance. And I'm pretty sure people are going to vote for it.
Well, that's a hurdle, but I think it might
great.
clear it. Right.
Yeah, and the most difficult part with exchanges now is the legalities. So I feel like starting to lay the foundations now and letting the dev team handle the legal end, while taking the actual building of the exchange off of them for the most part, is probably going to speed things along. Of course, they have executive say. I run everything up the flagpole to them if I'm kind of working with the project, and it's nice to have people up there who are able to kind of glance at stuff and be able to see that it's, hey, you need to change this, or hey, that's great. So there's that. And then the really big proposal I want to put out,
let's hear it,
is I want to use our Masternode network for payment processing for for credit and debit cards. It would be when you scan your card at the retailer, are, like, for instance, the new point of sale iPad units. Our app developers are brilliant. They can easily tweak that to the wallet app that we already have for the iPhone. They can tweak that to where when you scan your card, that data packet goes directly onto our blockchain, and it goes straight to the it's called a merchant services company. They're the ones that deal with the money end of it. We would be securely transporting the data, the query, the data to ask for the funds, and then the approve or deny signal. That's what we'd be doing, and it does have to be highly secure, and the blockchain is the place for that. And the redundancy that we have, the speed that we have, it will entail a lot of really delicate changes to our master nodes.
So credit card processing over the blockchain. This is what we're talking about. See, the video might have cut out there for a minute because I'm watching my feed. It might have cut out when you started to talk about what you were talking about. So I wanted to make sure it got in there.
Point of sale processing over the blockchain. I'd like retailers to be able to put a sticker on their door that says, our payment processing is encrypted through blockchain. I think that setting that up, we could offer a big benefit to retailers. We can cut down on their transaction fees, for instance.
Absolutely.
Our whole system is there. I think that we have a built-in market for a lot of investors, and I see all these big projects, huge ICOs, $100 million, and they're trying to set up systems to use crypto directly as fiat at the store. And another one is saying they can do, you can use your card and the cryptocurrency will instantly exchange to the local fiat no matter where you are.
Yep.
And I see setups like that. The problem is the legalities for that are not going to be worked out for years everywhere. The US is going to have their own method.
We already do.
Australia, all that.
I have my own method with Litecoin. I mean, have you heard of the shift card? Where you put your Litecoins into Coinbase and then straight out of Coinbase, like today, I did it today, and I don't know why you would spend an asset like this, and why I'm admitting it, I don't know, but
yeah, exactly.
But look, me and the wife wanted to have lunch today. She had some doctor's appointments, so funds are a little tight right now, and I know I had a little bit of crypto, so I said, you know what? I pulled out the shift card, and where did we eat lunch today? Panera Bread. At Panera Bread, stuck my freaking shift card right into the thing and paid them with my shift card. Now the whole transaction takes place instantly. It's crazy.
Yeah. But guess what?
What?
You still didn't use blockchain from the register to Coinbase.
I know, and that's the thing. You get that thing right.
You sent cryptocurrency over unencrypted lines. Congrats.
Woohoo! Look at me. I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's not what you want to do. I don't know.
I think that I think this is a better setup,
right?
Because the sales tax stuff where you were at today, I don't know how that works. And I got a good friend who works with us at PAC, and he's a lawyer, and he's not real clear on that either. And he's really good at being a lawyer. I think that
it's a very gray area.
Service like this, it's a gray area. I think offering a service like this can really benefit retailers.
Yes,
I think it comes with an entirely new set of investors. I mean, if they're already using our product anyway, great. Mm-hmm. It sets up regional companies. I mean, we're going to have small businesses all around the world set up as the people that lease point of sale products and sell the apps and service the equipment. Mm-hmm. That's the way the current system is. It's just not as secure as ours, and it's not as redundant as ours.
Right.
We could lose codes if there was some natural disaster, and your payments are still going to process real fast. So it's going to take some doing. Right off the bat, that's just going to be initial forays into it. Okay. We'll still have to look at the legal a lot. We're going to start out using it with local banks that we would already have relationships with. It's one of those things. Everybody in this industry wants to be grandiose. Everything's going to be huge. But if you have a little hiccup with a local bank, that's not the same thing as having a little hiccup with Visa Central.
Right.
That's
right.
Different. Different scope there. So, you want to start small. You want to make sure stuff doesn't break when it's really needed. So,
how fast is PAC?
When you send your
like if I'm going to send some from me to you, like these people that I'm going to send all this PAC coin to, which I still got one more left. Don't go anywhere, guys.
All right. So there's two different ways to send. One is just hit send. That's a little too complicated to explain, but it's a little bit slower, and there's some more confirmations through proof of work than if you hit instant send. Instant send kind of works directly off the masternodes. Okay. It doesn't rely very much on the mining like the other type would. So, I've been on the phone with somebody in Australia and hit the button, and I hit the button, and before they could say it's here, I heard their windows go ding. So
wow.
It was less than a second from me to Australia to get him, the currency. Pretty impressive. I like it.
Not bad.
Yep.
Not bad at all. And you know what? Here's the thing. I'm going to give away the last little bit of pack right now. I just looked up at my screen. Fozzie Blob. Fozzie Blob. Now, let me ask you
I
something.
Can't believe he stayed up this late.
Well, you know what? It's a good thing he did because he got himself some freaking pack, right?
Sweet.
Now, maybe you could tell me, did I pick any developers in there? Did I send pack to any devs?
Oh, I'm not gonna throw people's stuff out there.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I was just curious. I was just curious. I don't know who's who. I don't know what's what. I don't know what your names are, guys. I'm picking names in here that I've seen. I saw all the stuff come through. Yeah, so that's who I'm going with. Fozzie. Let's see, we got Fozzie, Jason Valla, Jeffrey Rucker, Break Crypto. And who the hell was my other one? Maybe, did I only do 4?
I think you might have only done 4.
All right.
If you ask the people in Discord.
Yeah. And Manbox Style. Manbox Style. No, it was Manbox Style. Thank you, Manbox Style.
There you go.
He's right. So yeah, I got my 5. Guys, I got 5 for you. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna turn off the YouTube feed I got going on over here and start sending some pack. Guys, do I have your addresses? That's what I'm gonna ask you right now. If I do, please get them to me. I will send you that pack as soon as I have your address. Don't put it here in the chat, please. You'd be better off posting it. Up in the comments section of another video, say the video before this one. I mean,
I'll have 300 people sending them 1/100th of a pack.
Oh my God, that would be funny.
For the rest of 2 days.
Dude, that would be so funny.
I have 153 Discord notifications right now. Guys.
Nice, brother. Nice. There you go. Well, we got some decent listeners here in the chat room. We got a decent live stream going. It wasn't as big as I thought it might be, but it's not bad at all. I mean, the Brad interview from the other day, just right now as it sits, is at 1,000 between YouTube and between the audio that I have for it. It's at 1,000 views. It's just flying. It's climbing. It just keeps going up.
Man, I would be really happy if mine could be more popular than Brad's. Just throwing it out there.
Help us out, guys.
If I could just beat Brad in this one area, just hook me up, guys.
Come on, guys. Give Jared the win. Give him the win. Jared, brother, do you got anything else for me right now? We got the credit card or the payment processing over blockchain. We got the Decentraland. No, decentralized. Decentraland. Nope.
Yep. No, I think that's about it. We paid the fee to list on another exchange.
Yeah.
And
start another decentralized exchange now. Bore, the Russian mod.
Gotta get approved first. Gonna try to start utilizing our way bigger than I thought Russian community. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna learn some Russian.
You better. Spasibo.
I'm gonna have to. One of my daughters already speak Russian.
That's yes.
She'll be on my Discord all the time translating for me. That's gonna be great.
Strasvoicha. I don't know what that means, but boy, somebody tell me. Anyway. Listen, Jared.
Don't just throw stuff out there.
I know, right?
End up learning the worst words first.
Oh, yeah. We always do. We always do.
Yep.
Listen, Jared, I've had a great time interviewing you here. First of all, you do YouTube videos for PacCoin, right? You do them off of PAC's YouTube.
Yep.
But we can find you on Discord under your name, Jared?
Yep, that's me.
All right. And do you have anything else you want to plug? Website, or this, or that, the other thing?
No, I don't really have any personal stuff. I'm just into the cryptocurrency development stuff and
nice.
And moving further into that career-wise as it goes along. And it's been nice to develop all these relationships with PAC. As it grows, I think stuff's going to get even more promising.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward to it.
I think it is. I think all that stuff that happened in January, by the time December gets here, people are going to be like, wasn't that like 10 years ago? Like, I have a feeling the rest of the... Yeah, I know, right? To a lot of you, it feels like 100 years ago. But that's what cryptos feel like, brother. That's what it feels like when you're playing in this game. I mean, I've only been in it for 2 years as far as I got introduced, through like the Jeff Berwicks or the Dollar Vigilante or, all that stuff that other, on YouTube there. And what I found out is I said to myself, I'm going to watch the coins for a year, see what they do. If it's still around in a year, I'm going to buy it. It was still around. I bought.
And now you're like, dang it, if I had just got in at the beginning of last year.
Oh my God, dude. I was holding Ripple. Oh my God. I was holding Ripple at less than a penny a pop. And I'm like, oh, like I went and got rid of it because I was like, oh man, it went up and then it came back down. Then it started to go really down. And I started to lose a little money. And I'm like, oh, I'll bail on that. I went into Litecoin. I mean, I played around in the sea that is cryptos and it was a lot of fun, but there's a lot of things out there and there's a lot of people don't know, this is the Wild West. That's why I've been playing Wild West music all night, folks, because this is the Wild West. The cryptos are brand spanking new still. There's so much room to go. What'd you say? When will the last coin be mined, Jared?
Oh, like 2043 is the current estimation.
2043.
Yeah, 2043. It's a little ways out there.
We got 20, 25, 30 years, somewhere in there. It just goes to show you, folks. This ecosystem is very, very young. So, I know y'all are subscribers. I know y'all are listeners. Thanks for joining us here. Thank you to my guest, Jared from YouTube. Jared, thank you very much for being on the show today.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
We'll have to get together.
Nice to have you in Discord.
Absolutely. I appreciate being there. We're going to have to do this again, man. You open invitation. Anytime you want to come on the show, you got something to say, hey, buddy, fire up the equipment and we're going.
Get some of these proposals moving and we'll have plenty more to talk about.
Hell yeah, brother. Let's get some proposals moving. And it takes you guys, the community. That's what this coin is about, the community. Thanks for joining us, folks. Keep it live, keep it real. And we'll see you again, hopefully tomorrow. Peace. I don't think my remote's working.